Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to another episode of Finding Your Purpose. And before we get into the topic, I'd like to remind everybody to please like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I am finally starting to see more and more good things happening with my channel. So thank you guys. My last episode of this got a lot of views and more likes than I think I've had, at least on one of my episodes. So thank you. Let's keep up the good work, and you guys are greatly appreciated. Once I get to 1,000 and above, we can start the giveaway, and then you guys can really see how you're appreciated. So don't forget to tell your friends, family to like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay, now let's get into the topic I wanted to talk about. Now, you guys, you know how I feel about DV. Yes, you guys know what that is. I kind of don't really want to say it too much because you got to be careful what you say on the channel. But yes, you guys know how I feel about DV and the things that people just can't seem to get away from. So you have this 18-year-old Tiara Horn. She was with this 24-year-old. I believe her first name is Shania. I'm not, I can't recall the last name. Anyway, the first name is Shania. And this is based out of Houston. So apparently they were together, and Shania was the older one. She's 24. And apparently they were in a relationship. And apparently there was a lot of DV and abuse going on, other sorts of abuse. Um, and this time it went overboard. And Miss Horn lost her life because of it. Now, they say that her girlfriend, Tara, they got into it for fear that Miss Horn had gave Tiara an STD. Well, Miss Horn had given Shania an STD. But here's the thing. Me personally, after, going over the story multiple times, I'm not buying that, because if you look into like the videos and other aspects of this situation, Tierra's family, they said that they believe there was a history of DV and other mistreatings going on. And every time they would ask her about it, she would make up an excuse like, oh, she fell, oh, she excuse me, oh, she bumped into something. It would always be an excuse. Now, her family really didn't buy it, but due to the fact that she's 18 and you're considered an adult, they really couldn't make her, stop seeing her girlfriend. So it's kind of pray about it and, you know, see it through type of situation. And her family said they knew that the girlfriend wasn't right. She was mistreating her, but what can they do? Now, my thoughts are, I don't think it was over an STD, in my opinion. Like I said, looking over all the information and stuff leading to this case, I think it was a situation of control because they had been arguing constantly and going back and forth over things. And I believe that this is what it led up to. And not only did she take her life, but she left her in a secluded area not too far from where she lived. And I don't think that's right. Like I said, I think it was a control issue. And, you know, I believe Tiara was getting to the point where enough is enough. And I believe she got tired of arguing. She didn't want to argue anymore. And, when you're dealing with someone controlling, they always have to have the last word. And there's no telling what the word was or words. And I believe that Miss Horn just wanted to go home. Plus, she was getting ready to celebrate her birthday. Like, I believe it was like maybe like a few days, you know, it was going to be a few days prior to this. Well, after this happened, like, you know. And so now her sister said that the because they were working together planning the party, and now her sister said they're gonna celebrate, but it's gonna be a celebration of life now, you know. So her exact words, they're still gonna turn up. It's just gonna be a different style for different reasons. And I just think that this is awful. I don't I don't think it's right how people can control. And I do think, most people, age is nothing but a number. Yes, that's true. But I do think the 24-year-old thought she was so much brighter than the 18-year-old. And that's why I think she thought it's her word. Nothing else matters. Is what I want. That's it and that's all. And for you to sit there and take someone's, life because of ignorance is uncalled for. It's uncalled for. One, you can't sit down and act civilized and ask questions. I mean, two, go get tested. Wait for the results. I think that's a cop out, and that's just an excuse that she used. I really do. Because you have to keep in mind there was a history of DV going on. And I don't think it was due to fear of getting a STD. I really don't. I believe she thought she can continue to control Miss Horn, and Miss Horn had enough, and she knew that that was going to be the end of their relationship. I believe she knew Miss Horn was going to leave, and in her eyes, she was like, no, no, if I can't have you, nobody can. Now, I am getting so sick of stories like this. But of course, we have to keep talking about it. We have to keep bringing it up so people will realize, one, when you get into a situation like this, sometimes it's hard to walk away for fear, and it might be other reasons. But that's why I'm saying, people, pay attention to the signs. Pay attention. Don't move into these relationships quickly. You can talk to somebody, but take a step back and see how they react to situations. That way you don't get in too deep and get yourself in a situation to where something excuse me. Take a step back and look at things. That way you don't get in a situation to where something happens and you barely get out by a thumbnail, or you don't get out at all. Something tragic happens. Some people need to understand that hurt people hurt people. Let me say that again for some people that don't get it. Hurt people hurt people. And to me, I believe if you are controlling, I mean, from what I've seen, a controlling person, they are used to being hurt. So now they're in a situation where they think they have the upper hand. But no, you can't let them do that. You have to take a step back. You can get to know somebody, but if things are not smooth, back away. And when I say this too, you have to really pay attention, because some people can put on an act. Some people can. So you have to really proceed with caution. You have to, because your life is worth more than their ignorance. And as I stated before, I'm seeing more and more, situations like this that, in my opinion, could be prevented. Like, for starters, I don't think she should have been with her anyway, due to the fact that, she was 24, she was 18. You are trying to control her. She just entered adult life. In my opinion, she was trying to control her instead of being there for her, showing her the path to go. I believe she just wanted her way or no way. So, yes, she's locked up now. Thank you. Me personally, I hope she never sees the light of day again. So, you guys, let's just keep the Horn family in our prayers. I'm not sure if they set up a GoFundMe. They may have. I'm not sure. You can easily look it up at um I believe you can um type her name in, Tierra Horn. Or if I find out any more information, I will come on, do a quick video, let you guys know. But you guys, please remember that your life matters. Don't go through things that you don't have to. You don't have to be with anyone. It's okay to be single. Use that time to work on yourself. And when the time is right, God will provide the person that's supposed to be with you. Remember, your life matters. So, guys, like I'm saying, just keep, her family in your prayers. And let's pray that they get the justice that they deserve. And with that being said, you guys, let's remember we are all designed for a purpose. Therefore, we all have a purpose. So if you have found your purpose, stand in it. Don't let anyone tell you different. And if you haven't found your purpose, it's okay. No matter how big, how small, it's there. Keep searching. I love you all, and we will catch you next week.